7 years ago, about 7 years ago, I went to a salon for a gentleman's grooming hair removal treatment. It was very popular. Very popular about 7 years ago. And I went there, it was very popular back then. I went to this gentleman's grooming treatment. It involves hot wax and lots of pain, stripping off like that, with the whole thing, you probably know, boys. So, while I was having it done, someone got into my jacket and they got into my wallet and they stole my passwords for my internet banking and my social media. Yeah, so I phoned up the police. I said, I want to report a crime. They said, what's happened? I said, I've been backsacked, crack and hacked. Yeah, so not the first time I've had to report a crime. Thank you. Not the first time I've had to report a crime. No. I remember I was at home once. I was just about to have my breakfast, and my telephone went off, and I picked it up, and this voice went, "I'm going to cut your left ear off." I thought, well, crank caller, don't worry about it. Having breakfast. Anyway, that evening, I was just about to have my tea, and the phone went off, and I picked it up, and this voice went, "I'm going to cut your right ear off." Crank caller, don't worry about it. Well, that night, I'm just about to go. Got into bed, just about to have a drink of my Horlicks, and the phone went off. Oh, who's that? So I picked up the phone, and this voice went, "I'm going to cut both your ears off." Oh, perhaps it's serious. I better report it. So I phoned the police and said, "I'm going to report a crime." They said, "What's happened?" So I'm getting death threats. Yes, I usually enjoy a round of applause for that joke. That's a good thing. Oh, fair enough. Oh no, thank you. Oh, lovely. I'd love me to get an unexpected round of applause like that. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. Now, listen, so my dishwasher broke down, so I've been looking for a new house. So I went in to see this one place, and I walked in, and it was decorated. It was covered. Every single wall and ceiling was covered in mirror tiles, and I thought, I could see myself living here. Yes, and this other place I walked in, right, at the front door, right, this big paintbrush with red paint, daubed on the front door, right, daubed on the front door in red paint, a big cross like that. And I thought, well, that's a big plus, isn't it? It's a big plus, isn't it? Yeah. And talking of houses, so I went to see my mum and dad today. On the way here, I went to see mum and dad today. Not seen them for a couple of years. They've been having some work done on their house. So I walked in, and my mum said to me, she said, "Hello, son. How are you? Oh, it's nice to see you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dad saw you pull up. Yeah, he's in the kitchen. He's just making you a cup of tea. Yeah, he'll be out in a minute. Oh, it's lovely to see you." And my mum, in the middle of her front room, right, she's riding a mechanical rodeo. In the middle of the front room, mechanical rodeo board, right? The whole place is done out like a Western saloon. Right? My dad came out of the kitchen with me a mug of tea, right? He's put it on the bar, he's stood it up the bar to me. I called a mug of tea, I looked at me and I said, "Dad, what's going on?" And my poor dad looked at me and went, "Bloody cowboy builders." Thank you. Yeah. Usually enjoy a run. Don't forget. So I'm excited to be here, ladies and gentlemen. That's because I'm a comedian. The comedians always excited to be places, aren't they? I'm excited to be here, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? It's not the most excited I've ever been in my life. Let me tell you about the most excited I've been in my life, and that's when I had an Irish girlfriend who was about the same age as me, right? And she still lived at home with her parents. Anyway, after about a week of being together, she invited me around to her house for Sunday lunch to meet her parents. I went round there, met her parents, and her mum was lovely Irish lady, but her dad was a monster. Her dad was a monster, right? He had a shaved head, right? He was sitting there in like a string vest. Right, he was muscly. He was like, what's that colour? Puce. Right, it's puce. Right? And he's looking at, like, raging inside. Right, raging. He's looking at me, looking at me. Right? You know, my girlfriend and her mum went to the kitchen, and he went to me, "Now look here," because he spoke like that. "Now look here. We are strict Catholics, and we don't believe in sex before marriage. If I find that you've been having sex, trying to have sex, or even thinking about having sex with my daughter, I'm going to tear you limb from limb. Do you understand?" I said, "Yes, sir, no problem, I understand. Message received fully. You don't have to worry about me, no problem at all." That night, I'm saying goodnight to my girlfriend on the doorstep, and she said to me, "Dickie." She spoke like that. "Dickie, tonight, I'm going to leave my bedroom window open. At midnight, I want you to climb in my bedroom. I want you to get in my bed, and I want you to make love to me in my own bed." I said, "I can't do that." I said, "Your dad's warned me off. He said, even if he catches me even thinking about it, he'll tear me limb from limb." And do you know what she said? She said, "Dickie." She spoke like that. "It'll be exciting." So ladies, I'm flesh and blood, right? I couldn't resist. So I said, yeah, right, I did. So I waited till midnight, climbed in her bedroom window, climbed into her bed, started making love to her. And all the time I'm making love to her, I'm terrified, petrified that her dad's going to come in and catch me and tear from limb. And you know what? She was right. It was exciting. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was the most exciting 12 and a half seconds of my life. Thank you. It's chilled down today. It's chilled down today. Thank you. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Better late than never. It's chilled down. It's chilled down, isn't it? And but I remember in the winter, it was really cold where I live. Right, I live near the coast, very cold where I live in the winter. And I had to do a bit of running about the next day. You know, and I said to my mum, I don't fancy going out tomorrow. It's going to be freezing. You know, my mum gave me some advice that perhaps your mums have given you. Right, my mum said to me, she said, son, if you want to stay warm on a cold day, the thing to do is wear lots of layers, right? You heard that, right? Heard lots of layers. So I did. I'm a good boy. Listened to my mum. So the next day, I put on lots of layers. And essentially, what it is, I put on 2 of everything. I put on 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of long johns, 2 pairs of jeans. I put 2 vests, 2 t-shirts, 2 jumpers, 2 cardigans, 2 jackets, 2 hats, 2 scarves, 2 pairs of gloves. I put on 1 pair of shoes. Yeah, because I'm not a horse. Right? and I went out. You know what? My mum was right. It was freezing cold, right? Freezing cold, but I was toasty warm. Anyway, about 11, that's what I was doing bits and pieces like to do. About 11 o'clock that morning, my new girlfriend phoned me up, and she said to me, Dickie. She spoke like that. Dickie, I've got the day off work. I'm lying in bed naked. I've got a big bottle of baby oil. I've got a load of toys from Ann Summers. Why don't you come over and spend a filthy day in bed with me? You can do anything you want to me, anything at all. Oh, I said no. That's right, yeah, I turned her down. Yeah, well, I had a lot on that day. Thank you. Thank you. I told you it was stupid, didn't I?